I'm being prompted to an understanding of how it is Elijah came, Elijah is to come. We already know that there are personality archetypes. So when you go into a community, it's almost as if there are body doubles. There are people that remind you of somebody else in another community in your past. And the overall mentality of the community depends on the percentage of the various personality archetypes. So those are the souls, the soul archetypes. Then we have the spirit archetypes. And it's hard to explain to somebody who has not had any experience of these type of things. However, I remember laying down real comfortable, getting into like that meditative state between waking and sleeping. I was just relaxing. I didn't plan on falling asleep. But I saw a white stone with large symbols and then smaller symbols like come towards my forehead. And then I saw a scroll come towards my left eye. And it was conscious, as if it was a being, a person. But it was a scroll. And it was, moving, programming. And then to my right eye, there was a consciousness that did not show form, but I was aware that it was conveying information, programming, downloading, uploading, all of that. So, an archetype can be conscious. And if in our DNA, just like somebody can be born with red hair and green eyes, not matching any of their ancestors for several generations, like, wow, we haven't seen that since great-grandpa. So the personality archetype shows up in the soul, and then the spirit archetype can show up in that same human being if there's a soul and a spirit. That's what I got. That's what's coming up right now. Is that archetypes can be conscious and distribute themselves as soul and spirit. So you get a soul archetype match to a spirit archetype match together, and it is as if that person is resurrected. But they're given a new name because they have different history, they have different circumstances, and a type A personality that's undergone trauma is going to be very different from a type A personality that hasn't gone through as much trauma. And then that spirit that finds its match will manifest as if it was that person.